tempo you guys played with today? I mean, you guys were getting up and down the field a lot. It seemed like that was part of the game plan for a while. It was to see it in UC Davis's defense.
Yeah, they had some big nose tackles and D linemen. I mean, really big, 350 pounds big. So we knew we can gas those guys out. And anytime that you tempo like that, you know, defenses can't really get their call that they want to get in as fast as they can. So luckily it worked out for us.
You've had so many different roles on this team this season already, but being able to prepare as the starter, how that influence your mindset? You just kind of be in control of the offense from the very beginning of the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just got to give credit to the supporting cast, you know, the quarterbacks, Tommy, you know, he helped me, you know, he's battling with concussion right now, but that didn't stop him from helping me even tonight and all throughout the week. Have helped me prepare. Coach Household, I think, did a tremendous job drafting up a game plan, and I'm just happy that we could execute.
First, career highs in passing yards and rushing yards for you. I guess just how special is it to do both in one game?
I don't know. It's special.
And I mean, you know, after your very tumultuous career you've had, and you know, even a couple of years ago with the injuries and wanting to quit, I mean, is it pretty surreal to be in a spot like this right now?
I can't even think about it. I'm just so grateful. I mean, I'm just so grateful and blessed to be in this position, and grateful that I had people around me, you know, supporting me and telling me to keep going. So I'm just over the moon right now.
You mentioned Tommy helped you prepare. What specifically, I guess, did he do this week in this game?
You know, just he prepared himself, and I think that's the thing that helped me out. You know, when I see a guy like that knows he's not going to play, preparing and giving me the knowledge that he sees and that he thinks, I mean, that helps out a lot. You know, he was on the headset all night tonight, helping me out, talking me through things, and he just did a phenomenal job.
And you know, the first few games, you know, passing, there was I guess some struggles passing for you. This game, obviously, some really good passes. How gratifying was it to be able to toss it around like that?
Yeah, I don't know. Tonight felt different. Tonight felt like I was in complete control, and I felt like the game was moving slow, which, I mean, quite frankly, that's never really happened for me in my career. And it just felt like everything was just happening the way we wanted to, which is what you want to happen. So.
Why tonight? Did you feel like that prior to going into the game?
Couldn't tell you. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't too amped up. I wasn't too low. I just felt right tonight, and I just felt like tonight was gonna be a good night. I guess I can blame it on the sleeve here. I never wear sleeve or accessories like that, so maybe it's the sleeves. Maybe I have to just keep rocking that.
A pretty, I don't know if adorable is the right word, but after one of your touchdowns, you had a big embrace with Coach Vegan on the sideline. You know, you guys are grinning from ear to ear. What was that moment like?
Oh, that's my guy right there. That's my guy. We've been through a lot together. I mean, dating back to Wyoming, we've been through a lot, and you know, he brought me on here. He didn't have to, but he did, and I'm just so grateful and thankful that he's in my life. You know, so I mean, that's my guy. Simple as that.
Where are you wearing the sleeve?
I just have. I mean, it looks like I got in a motorcycle accident after the EWU game, so I'm all scratched up over there.
Got the turf burn, yeah.
Yeah, so I just kind of got to cover up.
Just bouncing off your relationship with Vegan, you know, talking about him being your guy, and you know, he's your head coach, but you can just see that you guys have a relationship that, you know, most players and coaches don't have. How would you describe that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a relationship through football, it's a relationship through life, and I really think that he's going to be in my life forever. I think he's going to be around, and we're going to stay in contact wherever we go. So I think that's just what we've built over the years, over the last 5 years or so, and I mean, he's just a good guy. Really is just a good guy, and I'm grateful for him and his family. And Mrs. Vegan, she's up there too, so she's just as good as him, maybe even better. So.
Do you have a favorite moment, touchdown, or anything from tonight's game?
I think the second play of the game. I mean, I think that kind of set the tone a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect that to happen, but it happened, and I think that was my favorite play or favorite moment of the game.
And then, you know, quickly, some of those touchdowns aren't possible without your offensive line or guys blocking down the field for you. If you just want to give them a shout out, or what did you see on some of those plays that got you open?
Well, those guys work harder than anybody. You know, in fall camp we double rep, spring ball we double rep, and those guys get the brunt of it. You know, I mean, I think in spring ball we had 10 linemen, so they were out there every single play, and they're in better shape than I am. I mean, they're in such great shape, and they were able to finish that game and able to move guys off the line of scrimmage and create holes for the running backs and for everybody. So I mean, credit to those guys. They worked their tails off, and you know, they brought it tonight as they did for the last 5 weeks or 4 weeks.
Despite some of the injuries you guys have seen so far this season, how does it feel to know that you guys have been able to take care of business despite all that?
I think it speaks volumes to who we have in the locker room and our coaching staff. Our coaches, you know, they preach the next man up mentality, and you know, our guys in the locker room, they really take that, and you know, they really take that to their heart. And so when somebody goes down, you hate to see them go down, but you know that there's another game coming, and you got to step up and you got to win for the team. Because ultimately, like, the guys that go down, you'd want to win for them. So I mean, that was kind of the mindset, and you know, injuries are part of the game, and they suck, but credit to the guys in the locker room. You know, keep battling, keep working, and keep showing up to practice, and keep watching film, and it's gonna pay off one day, and it has.
What's been the biggest turning point since the loss to Oregon State?
You know, the loss to Oregon State, we looked at that like, that's a good football team. You know, they took the number, 6 team, nailed them right to the wire, you know, and we put up more points than USC USC. So I guess just keep moving forward. You know, we got into conference play right after that, and we knew like the price of poker is going up, and we knew those games are the ones that matter, not necessarily the Oregon State game, you know. So obviously we want to win that game, but we just knew we wanted to keep moving forward and put that behind us and keep proving to people that we are a good football team.
You passed a few more times than you rushed today, and obviously last week was a lot more rushes than passes. There's something that on film that you saw with Davis, anything schematically that contributed to that? Or?
Well, I think they just had a lot of free throws that we could have took, and I think we took them. You know, I think we were pretty efficient in the pass game. I think we attacked, or we executed the game plan very well, you know, that Coach Housewright laid out for us. So, and I don't know, I was a little sore today, so I didn't want to run as much.
And speaking of that, you know, you hit Robbie on that jump ball, Willie in that touchdown, and Cleveland on a touchdown as well. I guess, what do you think of the plays you guys out wide were making tonight?
Yeah, those guys are studs. You know, I mean, I'll put those guys up with anybody in the nation. They go up and make plays. That's their motto. You know, put it anywhere for them, and they're going to go up and get it. And they do. They keep proving that over and over and over again.